Hello, everybody. Welcome to She Masters. This is Toolbox Talk with She Masters, and we are back as usual with our program where we discuss issues of health and safety across all industries. And my name, as usual, is Masego Zulu, and I'm the host for She Masters. Welcome, 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 wherever that you are connecting from. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening across the whole world. This is Toolbox Talk with She Masters, and today we are bringing you guests that are going to be discussing a very interesting topic. As I invite you to join us and to make sure that you invite your friends and family to come and witness this discussion and hear this discussion that you are having today. Please make sure that if you have any questions, any comments, utilize the chat box there where we'll be able to see your comments or we'll be able to see your questions and we'll make sure that we address them. This is Toolbox Talk with She Masters, and we are taking issues of health and safety as we walk through or we go towards ensuring vision zero harm in our schools, in our facilities, in our workplaces. Uh, the aim is a vision zero. No incidents, no accidents or injuries are permitted to be related to health and safety. We all have the right to be safe. Therefore, we need to be talking about health and safety all the way. Welcome once again. So today we are going to be, we have our guests that are going to be joining me, and we are going to be talking about a topic of discussion that is really interesting, which is making our schools safer and healthier, a holistic approach. Making our schools safer and healthier, a holistic approach. And today I'm going to welcome my guests who are from Mauka CJSS in Gaborone as we are going to be discussing this topic. Let me welcome my guests. Yes. Welcome, 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 everybody.
Hi. Hi.
Hello. Yes, and thank you very much for joining us on our talk show, which is Toolbox Talk with She Masters, where we are discussing issues of health and safety. Today, I have teachers and I have also students, and I would like to start with everybody here to introduce themselves. I'll start with you, Mr. Mandu, to introduce yourself, please. Who are you? Where are you connecting from? And what is your position where you are? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Miss Masero. I am Mr. Mandu. I am a guidance teacher here at Mauka Junior Secondary School, teaching guidance and providing counseling service. Uh, I'm here as a teacher in Mauka Junior Secondary School in Gaborone. Thank you so much. I'm thankful for being part of this session for this activity. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Mount. It's really, really great that we are having a guidance teacher of whom most of the time, when you talk issues of safety, they really fall under your department. We look forward to hearing what you are going to be, putting towards this discussion. Mayor Otseleng, introduce yourself, ma. You are welcome.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Ms. Otsileng here in Mauka Junior Secondary School as the focal person for safety and health, and also a teacher of physical education.
Thank you so much, Me Otseleng. Thank you so much. It is great to have you here. Now I will move on to my young guests who are the students in the school of Mauka Junior Secondary School. Let me start with you. Let me introduce yourself to the.
Hi, my name is Bridget Gabakile, and I am a Form 1 student in Mauka CGSS.
Welcome, 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 Bridget. Ruth,
Hi, my name is Ruth Silva in TEF in Mauka CJSS.
you are also welcome. We look forward to our discussion today. Thank you very much, everybody. Like as I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is Toolbox Talk with She Masters, and today we are discussing making our schools safer and healthier, a holistic approach or a holistic responsibility. Today, as we talk about this topic, we are mainly saying that, you know, the World International Labour Organization on the 18th of April gave out a topic or a theme for this World Safety Day, of which it was saying a safe and healthy working environment is a fundamental principle and right at work. And this at all does not exclude the education sector or the school. And when you talk about, a workplace, a school is also a workplace which hosts clients like the students, which hosts visitors, which hosts parents, which hosts non-teaching and teaching staff. So we want to be talking to all these people here today, my guests, to discuss what really to them is, when we talk about a safer school and a healthier school, what is it that is expected to them? What is their contribution? How do we make the school safer together and also healthier? So this is where we are going to be talking, and we really want to appreciate the leadership who allowed here, the Ministry of Education and Skills Development, who is supporting us in this program for us to be able to take it to the community. So ladies and gentlemen at home, please make sure that if you have any comment, any questions, put it in the chat box and we shall address it as we do go on. So we're going to start with my guests, as I'm going to be asking them questions, as we're going to having a friendly discussion. Let me start with you, Bridget, to ask safety. When you talk about safety, we're in the school, and most of the time when you talk about safety, we are thinking of the mining sector. But this time we are talking at the school level. What is safety to you? What do you understand by safety?
What I understand about safety is being free from harm and being able to express yourself in the school community without
Being
getting
free
judged.
without getting judged. That's great. Being free from harm, being free from harm, and be able to express yourself without getting judged. That's a very good one. I'd like to hear what Maltepe would say about that. The student said is being free from harm. Maltepe, Maltile. Emma, you can say that again. We were not audible.
I was a little bit disturbed by the sound that was actually going on the other side. Can you go
Yes.
over it again?
So the question was, what is safety to you? Bridget has said that to her is, being free from harm and being able to express yourself in a way that you are not even being judged. So that is from her. What about from your side as the focal person?
Issues of safety and health is about creating a conducive environment for everyone at the place. In this case, we're talking about in the institution, in our institution.
Mm, that's great. And then what are those issues of safety that we are talking about, especially at the institution at the school level? What are those issues of safety that we are talking about, Mal Utiling, at the school level? Most of that we are talking about the school level now.
Making sure that immediately the students, everyone who will be within the school community, when he or she enters the school, immediately we make sure that this person is safe at all times. And maybe would actually even exercise safety even outside the school environment.
Absolutely. Yes, thank you very much. So we are not only talking about within the school, we are also talking about outside the school environment. So, Mr. Mantu, Bridget and Mautileng have already given us what they understand safety being to them. Let us take it from you as a guidance teacher. You have mentioned that you are a guidance teacher, and I believe this issue of safety, especially in the schools for the pupils or for the school kids and all that, falls under your department. Please give us a background of what you experience or what you go through as in terms of safety issues that you come across during the the time at your school or in general as a guidance teacher.
Thank you so much. We are taking safety. And when I address safety, I'll address it in our school, in our department as guidance and counseling department. Safety is being state of being safe, state of being protected from discomfort, being protected from any harm, being protected from any danger. And remember, uh, this protection of being protected from harm, danger, and discomfort, we are talking about it, addressing it to the physical state, to the mental state of every individual, to the social backgrounds. Because as guidance and counseling department, we are dealing mostly with the mental state of individuals. So now being safe, that means we allow you to be free from any stress. That means promoting a healthy lifestyle of an individual. So you are being free from distress, from stress, from anything that is not good for an individual or as a human being, your life in general. So when you're talking safety, it's one of the good topics that are chosen because you'll find out that we are not safe. We need this safety. We need an environment whereby you are in a good mood, you are in a good mental state. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mantu. You have really, really said a mouthful, a lot of points that you have pointed there that are really important, especially when you talk about mental health, which I believe is one of the most important issues when you talk about safety. But most of the time, we tend to be, kind of sidelining it a bit and differentiating it from safety. Thank you very much for that input. And we are going to be getting back to that issue of mental health, the stress, and all that are that you have been mentioning so far. So this is Toolbox Talk, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any question, if you have any comment, please make sure that you put it on the chat box there, and we shall address it as we go on. So we just mentioned the what safety is to us and what we do on daily basis as the guidance teacher and also as the focal person for health and safety at Malka Junior Secondary School. Let me go to you, Ruth. Mr. Mantu has mentioned issues of stress, that we are not safe in the school, and we are not only looking at the school environment, we are also looking at the community. When talking about safety, Ruth, what do you think to you expect to see or to experience to say that you are safe in your school? What is it that you expect to see or to experience for you to say that I feel safe in the school? Yes, Bridget, Ruth.
Okay, what I can say is that For me to say that I'm safe is to be in a non-toxic environment and to be safe from violence, bullying, and harassment.
Great. So it's for you to be safe from bullying, harassment, and all the like. So are these the things that you experienced in schools, or are these the the things that you're experiencing in school, or is it only in the community, or what? Can you please tell us more about that one?
Can you repeat what you said?
Yes, my question here is that you are talking that is for you when you talk about being safe, is for you when you are actually, free from bullying, free from harassment. So I want to understand is if these are the things that you'd be experiencing at school or at home. And if so, how are you dealing with them yourself?
Okay, most of the cases, violence and bullying and harassment are done in school. Are done in school. So I never experienced this, but most of the students in this school are always complaining about being bullied and violence from teachers and stuff.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, so Ruth, how are you? How are you? I'm going to get back to you, teachers, because Ruth here says that there's a bit of harassment that is coming from your side. So let me go to Bridget. I think yes. Let me go to Bridget to ask Bridget. So, how are you dealing with this issue of bullying or this issue of harassment that is not making you safe at schools? How do you deal with that as a student?
Well, as a student, it's our job to stay out of trouble and focus on our studies. So it's better to ignore them and to just walk away from the problems and focus on your schoolwork because that is the main thing that we came to school for. So I
Absolutely. That's great. Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you very much, ladies, for your contribution. Mr. Maltele, the safety coordinator, the safety focal person. The students are saying that there is bullying, which we know and we understand that there is bullying, there is harassment, and some of it is even coming from the teachers. And I want to believe that it's not only coming from the teachers, it's also coming from the student to student or teacher to teacher and all that within the school community. So you as the focal person for safety, are these the issues that you come across, and how are you addressing them to ensure that the school become safer?
Um, yes, I can hear them, but as of bullying from the staff, I wouldn't say much about it because I haven't heard of any case which I came across talking about a teacher bullying a student. I would not disagree with them, but I would say that I've never met anyone or any students talking about being bullied at school by a staff. We always try the best we can to protect the students, um, especially when issues of bullying come up, by always attending to bullying cases immediately they are reported. Uh, Again, we always the first thing that we talk about when we do the orientations for Form 1s when they enter the school, we always encourage them to report bullying uh, immediately so as we actually try and curb and prevent bullying. Because as if it continues doing that or continue, we will actually fail to retain them in school, which is actually what we're not supposed to do. But we are supposed to make sure that we create a conducive learning environment or a conducive environment for all, not necessarily talking about the students only, even other workers in the institution. And what I always see is that workers are always coming together to help students as far as bullying is concerned. That's one of the things that we actually work on at all times as the school staff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Maotile. Having said that, that is kind of really interesting to say that it's not only that we experience this bullying, within the students, or all that concern are only affecting the students only. It's also something that is also affecting the teaching community, the non-teaching community, everybody within the workplace, because school is a workplace. So there are issues, there are risks, there are hazards that are associated to the workplace that are for safety, and also that are not only, focusing on students, but all as a holistic environment, or as a complete, working environment. And that is very good, because you have mentioned one point where you say that a school is an institution that needs to retain these young minds and make them feel safe. But Mr. Mantu, these children are saying that, there are some issues here, and Ma Oseleng has also mentioned that, this issue of Mosela. I know when I grew up, there was this issue of Mosela, which she has mentioned that it is being addressed from your office, Mr. Mantu. You have been talking about the stress, and I believe that that is one of the issues, the mental health, that are really, really affecting the school community this time. So how is this issue of Mosela, of new ones coming in to the school, affecting them, and what interventions do you have in place to keep them, because that is safety as well, for them to feel safe?
Thank you. The issue of Mosela, the issue of students, new students, especially Form 1s, who be coming to their Form 1 junior school to start their journey in secondary education. Well, there are a lot of cases that are happening, and these students, it's also an issue of bullying. It's under bullying and harassment. These students are being harassed with such things. The first thing that we do, or that's what we call orientation, these students, we orientate them to show them that this is what they are to expect in the school. And if by any chance, as an individual, as a school, you go through those harassments, one thing that we allow them, or we advise them to do, is to come for counseling, so that we provide counseling service. And this counseling service, we provide it to every student. Either you are a victim, or you are the one who is causing harm to this other student. So we invite them for counseling, even though they take time, even though you keep on pushing them and say, come for counseling so that we help you. And before we do that, we show the importance to them of counseling, how they are to benefit from counseling. Not only that, we invite other stakeholders, we invite other people to come and address them on different dates, so that there is that person who be coming outside, different from the ones that they know, so that they address, they know what to expect, and they bring awareness to them, so that they know where to go with regard to these issues of harassment, with issues of abuse. And we even encourage teachers to talk to them. We even encourage everyone to identify them, so that they bring them to us, because Canal's guidance and counseling, we deal with the welfare and wellness of students as the priority. So we don't want any student to come to school and they feel not okay to be in the environment of learning. When they come home or when they wake up early at home to come to school, they will think there's this guy, I mean, this boy or this girl who will harass me during the day. We don't want them to have that mindset. They need to be proud. They need to wake up and say, I'm going to school and I'm going to study, and nothing won't disturb me as a learner. So we want to encourage it because it even go an extent of affecting their education, their studies. And at the end of the day, they fail, their self-esteem lowers down, their self-confidence is affected, their self-concept is also affected. So we try by all means to care. We try by all means to invite people to come. We try best as counselors, as guidance, to go into classes to identify these problems, to address topics to them during guidance lessons so that they know they are equipped. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mantu. It really shows that you are a guidance teacher and you have a lot on your table in your office. I'll go back to the students, Bridget and Ruth. The teachers have mentioned several things, the interventions that they have, the opportunities that they have, the platform that they have created for you as the students when you're having issues to come and get services from their units or the school in general. Let me come back to you to ask, based on what has been said, not only for you as the two individuals, let's look at the other students in general. What do you think would be your contribution? Because this is now where our main topic is. It is a holistic approach or a holistic responsibility to make the schools safer and healthier. What do you think could be or are your responsibilities to ensure that the schools are healthier and safer as a student? The teachers have mentioned their part, the department have mentioned the part that they have put in place to ensure that the schools becomes healthier and safer and you feel safer. So what about you as the students? What do you think your responsibilities are? What are you doing apart from just ignoring?
For our responsibility is to each other, both the students and the teachers. If that is fulfilled, and if any teachers or any student disrespects each other, we should take this matter to the office, as we have been told. And also, one of our responsibilities is to make our schools safer and leave them the way we found them, which means that if you break something, you must take full responsibilities for your actions. And the final thing is for us to be able to study, to show that indeed we are from school. So if the teachers haven't done a good job in teaching us, then the results will show in like the tests. I'm not sure if it makes sense.
I'm liking that part where you say the teachers have not done a good job. I believe that teachers will be doing a good job, but you as a student, you have also your responsibility of making sure that you study on your own to ensure that you try to remember what you have taught in the school setup, isn't it? So yes, Ruth, what is your take on that as well? What is your responsibility as in terms of safety, as in terms of ensuring that the school is safe? The office is there, the guidance office is there, you know, Marceling as the safety office, the safety focal person is there, the teachers are there, and everybody's there. But there are still challenges that you see within the school environment. What do you think is your responsibility to ensure that the school is safe and healthy?
Okay. First, I can go report some cases to the staff members. Second, I feel like our peers listen to us more than listening to teachers and the principal. So I can make arrangements with the guidance and counseling teachers to be one of them and to take action when there are cases involving students to make sure that they're in a safe and a healthy environment.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Ruth, for that. Ramantu Meotileng, I come back to you. The point that the kids are saying, or Ruth is saying there, is that, the students sometimes tend to listen to their peers more than the teachers. I believe it's a point that you have to take home, that peer-to-peer education, peer-to-peer interventions and all that. I think it's a very important point that we need to take home, Remandu Meoteleng. In that case, what is your say about that? I think that is very important that you comment on what she just said.
Thank you, Ms. Zulu. I think that is very, very true. I think, first of all, we have to make sure that we formulate and develop the policy in which we would have maybe committees in which we will involve each and everyone within the school community, so that all of us, we take it as our baby and make sure we care uh, all those cases of bullying and others who should put the students at risk, right? And then maybe we can in these committees, that is when I will give different people or different members from different departments to work together towards creating a conducive and a learning environment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe as well that it is very important to engage, the whole community, like they said, and also to give the students or the children more opportunity to voice out, like they have mentioned, to voice out and to be involved in the interventions that we prepare, not only to be mainly focused on teachers and the other stuff, but to involve them more to make solutions or to contribute within making up solutions. Like if they said, it is their voice. They're saying that most of the time their peers, they hear from them. So if the interventions that we have in place involve them leading the drill, I believe that is one of the things that I can take home from this, that is very, very important today in this talk. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, this is Toolbox Talk with She Masters, courtesy of the Ministry of Education and Skills Development, Botswana. Today we are with Moka Junior Secondary School in Gaborone, as we are talking about health and safety in schools. We are talking making our schools safer and healthier, a holistic approach, a holistic responsibility. I am responsible for this, for the safety of my students, for the safety of my community. They are also responsible. Each and every one of us is responsible. But we need to know, we need to understand what is our responsibility? How do we work together to ensure that we are all safe, the schools are all safe, because the schools are the breathing stone for future generation, for future leaders. So if we have a generation that, is safety conscious from the grassroots, we believe that we are nurturing a community that will tomorrow lead in a safe way with a good safety culture. I just want to welcome once again. I see that we have Miss Meshak, Miss Tebogo Meshak there, and Miriting there. I would like to welcome you as well. Feel free if you have any comment that you want to put forth, that we so that we allow you to go on the platform and comment as well. So thank you very much, my guests. Thank you very much, everybody. Now, let us go back to saying that Man, Reman, let me just ask you then to give us, like, where are we going from here? Now that we understand how we can make the school safer and all that, where are we going from here from your department?
The first thing I will address it to students. This one is for students. I like the way they said it about peer education. That one is something that I, from guidance and counseling department, have been planning that we need to activate, make learners or make the students to be active so that they have peer education, so that they educate each other. And it's something that next month, July, they will have to be trained. So for these students to go around the school, talk to their peers, educate their peers, discuss on any issues, so that these their mates feel free to open up to them anything that is of concern to them, so that they address it to guidance and counseling office for us to have solution to those problems. Number two, we have what you call regular check-in. It's something that is very important. It's something that needs to be taken in place because, like I was saying, we have stress. We come from different backgrounds, and it's very important just to get into an office and ask whoever, either your supervisor or your colleague, how they are doing in that day, to know, to share, to get to put yourself into their shoes and know that we are not the same. Our situations differ. And to allow them to open up to us, so that if by any chance they are to face problems, they know we are here. Get into a class, ask by a student, and say, how are you doing? Did you eat at home? Are you experiencing love? Are you having fun? Are you free? Those are the areas that needs to be taken serious, so that we promote this safer and healthier environment in our schools. And to an extent of going into our communities, is good and is important to reach out to parents of our students. Ask them if they are doing good. Invite them on one-on-one counseling or consultations to know if they are keeping well, if they are able to have that good relation, have that parent-child relation with their children, so that if by any chance there's something that we need to try to be part of, so that we find any means to tackle any problem that is addressed to us, we do that immediately. It's good to have clear communication, listening, us as colleagues, us as teachers, and our students, so that that communication, it becomes clear that if there's anything that is bothering students, they know where to address it. They know that guidance and counseling department is an office that is for our safety, that when we go there we feel safe. Listening, let's listen to each other, let's promote that, because it's very important. Just to stand in front of your colleague or whoever is student and then listening to whatever that they are saying, at times it brings healing. At times it makes that individual to feel important, to feel that indeed I'm safe in this environment. And it's something that we are willing to do. It's something that we are willing to promote as for our safety as guidance and counseling department, as Mauka Junior Secondary School, institution. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mr. Mantu. Thank you so much for your contribution as usual. Let me go over to Bridget and Ruth. Now that the teachers have mentioned it, that we need support, they'll be there to support you and also invite, feel that it's important to involve the parents and all that. Now you are standing here on behalf of the student community. What advice can you give to your students or to your fellow students so that you have that good relationship with the other community members, with the other stakeholders, like your teachers, like your parents, and all the others, so that you have that, that linkage of working together to ensure safety in schools? What advice can you give to the other students? Remember, you said that sometimes it's very good that you as the students are the one who are talking to your peers. So what advice can you give, ladies, to the other students to ensure that the schools are safer?
What I can advise is that to let them be free. They can ask anything that they want, and they should express themselves and to be free to ask help from the guidance and counsel teacher. If it involves academics, they should try different methods of studying because not all of us are the same and we don't learn the same way. So I suggest that we try different methods of studying to be able to improve our grades.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And Bridget, sorry, Ruth.
Okay. We people tend to face different problems and situations. So I feel like students should build good relationships with teachers to be able to trust them more and be able to tell them anything and ask for help when they need it.
Absolutely. That relationship between a teacher and a student is very important, because some of the students can, when they come to school, and the parents, the teachers are their parents. They don't have parents at home, so they are looking up to their teachers, to get that comfort, to get that love, to get that support from them. So the children are there, Mamandu and Mausiling, and the rest of the teachers and the rest of the parents within the school, the stakeholders, to say that the children are asking for the support and they are willing to, to portray the same thing as well, which I believe, as you have been saying, as well as teachers, the guidance department, the safety department, you are willing to do that. And I've loved the words that were spoken by Ramantu Mantu when he said that they are open and looking forward to, starting a program that will address all these issues. Mayor Otile, your last word of conclusion. I hope that, and I believe that, from here now, we'll be looking at, especially at Malkasin Junior Secondary School, looking at having a safety club supported by She Masters. Are we going to be having a safety club, and how is it going to be benefiting? How do you envision it benefiting the schools? This is one project that we are encouraging all the schools of Botswana to have, the safety club, health and safety club. Yes, ma. Let me mute.
Thank you. I, as the focal person, I will definitely make sure that we formulate maybe a committee which will involve all, because really prioritizing in safety and health only won't really fulfill legal obligation, but promote satisfaction, promote a retention, which will make students and the whole community to feel safe and supported. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Meotelem, for that. We really appreciate everybody here for your contributions. Thank you very much, Mr. Mantu. Thank you very much, Bridget and Ruth, for your contribution. And thank you very much to the Ministry of Education and Skills Development. Thank you very much to Tebogo Meshak for making sure that we gather all these people, our guests today, to discuss this topic with us. And we look forward to having more and more of these topics coming from Maoka and the other schools in Botswana. Thank you very much, everybody who joined. Is there any last word? I don't want to close you out, guys. Is there anybody who wants to say anything as their last word? The floor is yours. If you have anything to say, the floor is yours. Your last
Hello,
words, Bridget? Any
Mazulu.
last word?
Mazulu.
Yes, ma.
How are you?
Yes, please.
What thing? Me Mazulu, can you hear
Emma,
me?
you can go on.
I've been really struggling, but I've been following the communication. Ke Mama Meshak.
Yes, please. We can hear you. You can go on, ma.
Before you just close out, I just want to thank the Mauka and also apologize
Oh,
for
thank you so much, Mami Shaka. You're welcome.
I've been struggling really to connect to this side and trying to find ways of also connecting with Tloha Tloha. Ma Mulefe has really been having some challenges. Please pardon us for that. And a special thank you to Bridget Supo, Mr. Mantume Motiling. Hey, they've been really
No
tackling
problem.
all these things in the right way. And one of the things that I picked was that as safety managers in our schools or in the region, you really came at the right time, Mema Zulu. I believe we shall bank so much in you to really saying our schools being safe. As the teachers that side, me Otseleng le Rre, Manteo have already alluded, is very, very critical. We need safe schools, we need safe environment. A parent sends their children to school to learn and to learn the right way. And what they have really mentioned was that um, with the right mindset, the welfare shall be taken care of, and you shall see the results at the end of the day. So, with all those things being mentioned, I don't want to go back. I really took part, I listened, and I was part of that. And it's very nice because we are coming from the same unit, I would say, with Mr. Mantu, because with the counseling, I was able to like gel here and there. And to Bridget and Supo, their contribution is really wow. And we believe, I like the fact that they have mentioned that by July, Ramantu, we shall be having something that side. Are you gone? Hello? Hello?
Hi, we can hear you. The voice,
Langutu.
Ramu,
Eh, I think
Yes,
we
ma. You can go on, ma.
hey, you were gone. Like I said, the issues of safety
Yes.
clubs in schools, those are one of the vehicles that can really bring us into understanding issues of safety, issues of health in general. And I believe with Mark having stepped up, we shall be able to really go places. And through engagement, madam, we believe you'll be able to take us on board. Re ntse re na le wena. Ke bona Mr. Lefoko ke o elelene.
Thank
No,
you
thank you,
so
Ma'am
much.
Mazulu. It came at the right time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. You are welcome, and we are really looking forward to this relationship of bringing safety into our school, of developing our schools to be safer havens. And we should not even think of when we discuss all these, let's not separate safety from health, because a healthy school is a safe
Mm.
school. So the two always go together. We need security, we need health, we need safety. So all these they come together. We need a good environment, like we said, and we really appreciate you, Mamishak, as the head in the region for being here. That is really showing total commitment as the leadership. We really appreciate that. I see
Mm.
Mr. Lefuku. Mr. Lefuku, we don't have time. We only have just a minute left. Let me give you this opportunity to introduce yourself and just to conclude the session on behalf of everybody. Thank you very much, sir.
Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Mm.
Uh, I just logged in because I saw the link being shared in our group, so I just logged in. I didn't even know whether I was invited or what. I saw the link in our school group. Yeah, that's about
Kendra,
it.
you are invited. Yes, sir. You can just conclude the session for us, just to give us just your last words so that we can conclude, sir. Thank you so much.
And now the problem is going to be that I didn't even know what was being discussed, so
Okay.
I'm concluding the wrong way. I don't know what's being discussed there. I just logged
Okay,
in like.
sir. No, we really appreciate you attending, though you were not you didn't catch us on time, but we really appreciate you here. Let me appreciate everybody: Mamishaka Relefoko, Bridget, Ruth, leaders of tomorrow, leaders of today, Mr. Mantu Meotsile, the Minister of Education and Skills Development, Botswana, and She Masters for bringing this together. We look more to more and more of this. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you again on the next shows and physically at your schools as we go around. Thank you very
Ah,
much. Uh,
thank you.
thank you so much.
Thank
Ladies
you,
and gentlemen, this
Mazu.
is Toolbox Talk with She Masters, where we were discussing health and safety in schools under the topic making our schools safer and healthier, a holistic approach or a holistic responsibility. What is your responsibility in ensuring that our schools become safe, our schools become healthier? Remember, you are taking your child to school in the morning. You expect them to come back to home safe and healthy as much as they left, or even better. The same as you as a parent, as a mother, as a father, as an employee. When you go to work, you expect the same thing. So it is our responsibility to take our part. Nobody is going to do it for us. We need to take our part. The employer has the responsibility. Employees have the responsibility. The whole community has the responsibility. Let us create a good safety culture for now and the future. Thank you very much. And from me, Maseko Zulu, the host of Toolbox Talk with She Masters, I'd like to say thank you very much. We'll see you again next time.